I'm Forrest Saunders, standing out in front of the House chambers here inside the state capitol in Tallahassee, where we are at a heightened alert level for law enforcement because Attorney General James Othmeyer has concerns about a Muslim civil rights group that had a press conference here just a few moments ago. Members of CARE say they are just here to try and tone down the rhetoric as we move deeper into the legislative session.
Law enforcement was visibly increased around the Florida Capitol Monday. That's after Attorney General James Othmeyer warned online of what he called, quote, potential security threats tied to the annual Advocacy Day for Florida's Council on American Islamic Relations, a group the AG labeled a foreign terrorist organization under state law.
There were some hesitations about whether or not we should be here, but we decided the most patriotic thing to do was to meet with our elected officials.
CARE organizers pushed back, however, holding a press conference and saying the event was peaceful, lawful, and part of a long-standing tradition.
Knowing that the Attorney General requested a police presence was offensive. It was offensive to our community, especially in that he coined it or he phrased it from the sense of security.
The group of Muslim advocates, civil rights leaders, and an interfaith coalition, including Jewish groups, urged defeat of a slate of bills they believe threaten the First Amendment this session. But beyond that, they hope state leaders would tone down the rhetoric.
I'm part of the Muslim community as well, and I can tell you from both the Jewish perspective and the Muslim perspective, we're incredibly frustrated.
The tension comes after Governor Ron DeSantis issued an executive order to formally designate CARE as a terrorist organization last December. In it, DeSantis points to CARE's past ties to individuals convicted in terrorism financing cases. That includes its status as an unindicted co-conspirator in the 2008 Holy Land Foundation trial.
I mean, if there were any other situation where that happened, people would be up in arms, but somehow that's just something that just gets forgotten. So there is strong basis, and a lot of it's financial.
CARE has already filed a legal challenge seeking an injunction against the state's designation. That litigation is ongoing. And despite the increased security, Muslim Day at the Capitol went on as planned, with advocates meeting lawmakers and urging Floridians to see them not as threats, but they say, neighbors.
I'm here to exercise my American rights to protest, to oppose, to support, to advocate, and that is the rest of the community as well. We're here to exercise those rights and to try to fight to protect our community.
We'll have to keep watching those pieces of legislation to see what happens, and we are getting close to the midway mark here for the legislative session. This is week 4 of the 60-day lawmaking gauntlet, usually about 9 weeks. But of course, things can change, and overtime is a real possibility, especially when you consider what happened last year. That's the latest out here at the state capitol. I'm Forrest Saunders reporting.